Shamika, Paul Pierce has said something I think silly about testing your girlfriend and finding out if she really loves you. Let's play the clip.
Really, if you really want to know if a girl loves you, you need to go out and cheat on her. Let's see. If you really want to know if a girl love you for real, go cheat on her and see how she react. Now we gonna see what's real. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Tell me. Tell me.
Shamika, your thoughts.
My thoughts is that he's stupid, Jason. That's just dumb. I don't know what his religious affiliation or his beliefs are, but the Bible tells us that love is kind. It doesn't dishonor others. It's not self-seeking, and it always protects. How are you protecting her heart, her mind, her spirit, just to go out here and cheat? It's crazy that his podcast is called The Truth. Where's the truth? There's no truth in that. And Satan is the father of lies. It's unfortunate that all of his sons and daughters have this access to the airwaves to just push foolishness. This is crazy to me. And I'm not one of these people, if people fall into infidelity, that say, oh, just leave them. I'm not that person either. But this man said intentionally, pretty much is what he's saying, go out here to cheat. Why would you do that to her? How is that love? It doesn't make sense. You want her to love you by not loving herself, and you're showing that you clearly don't love her according to scriptures. What's out here is crazy.
It's arrested development, and this is what happens when you're an athlete and you hit the genetics lottery, and reality is never a part of your growing up process, and you're paid millions of dollars because you can dribble and shoot a basketball. And most of these guys never come out of the arrested development. It probably starts when they're around age 5 or 6. They first make a jump shot, and people can say, oh, this kid's going to be tall. And then reality just is removing from their life. Did I say removing? Removed from their life. And they just, the rules and logic don't apply. And then after they make millions of dollars and we made them celebrities, then they get to come back and think, hey, I'm sharing wisdom. This is how I made all this money. This is how I was successful. These are the things that I did. Not realizing that 99% of their audience, 99.9% of their audience is never going to get that kind of physical blessing, get to be removed from consequences, get so much money, millions of dollars, really unearned for playing a game. And so, Paul is speaking to a super elite group of game players and people that can afford to have arrested development. Because most men that would live the lifestyle that he's talking about will be so plagued by women who hate them and stalk them and try to create chaos in their life, women that have some sort of support check that they have because they've had a stray baby with this person. It's just bad advice. And again, when men fall into the trap of believing that their wealth and their athletic prominence and their popularity creates the belief that they're a god. And that is really what happens. You start thinking you're your own god and you did all this. And so you start passing on your level of wisdom, and it's, an inch deep at best. They feel no responsibility to impart wisdom to the younger generation because, they're not answering to anybody but themselves. And so when you only answer to yourself, this is how you say these type things. I've met Paul Pierce when he was 18, 19 years old, a superstar basketball player at the University of Kansas. Always liked him. But as an adult, I see the ramifications, and I could see it even back then, but liked him, and it's just too much talent can be a curse. Too much physical talent can be a curse, and it's just sad that he doesn't feel any sort of responsibility to young people and to give them good advice. And that's, we hear so much about racism, but what about our leaders, or our celebrities, or our prominent people that direct kids the wrong direction?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that these are the people that are so popular and that he doesn't feel any type of responsibility to tell kids or younger people the right way to go. And I see that he's actually divorced. Of course, I don't know what happened in that relationship, but it's like hurt people hurt people. This is an unhealed man that's trying to give advice that he himself hasn't followed any sort of wisdom at this point. He's clearly disconnected from God. So I don't understand why anyone would sit under him or listen to him. But we have become so attached to just entertainment and degeneracy that we almost can't even see the truth. It's like we have an aversion to the truth. We hate the truth. The truth, it feels harmful. When people speak the truth, we say they're hateful. So it's like it unmasked. We just hate truth now. Because why would you even sit and listen to someone speaking this type of foolishness? If he was actually saying, hey, I can help tall boys find a basketball career, I would think maybe his intentions were pure. Maybe he was really trying to reach back. Although we know all tall people won't go to the NBA, at least I could see some type of sincerity in that. I don't see anything in what he's saying, and he has these clips that go viral all the time, and I see nothing but trash and stupidity. And it's really sad. It makes me happy, Jason, to be a regular degular, as they would say, just a regular degular person that don't have to deal with that type of stupidity.
This is what I have to respect about Michael Jordan, is that Michael Jordan subscribes to the say less philosophy. And there's a level of self-awareness there that, and people, we can get frustrated and oh man, he should do more for NBC. We talked about it last week, and he's only granting this amount of interview, blah, blah, blah. But maybe he's aware of like his limitations. Like, man, I'm a billionaire, and I've lived a very pampered life for 40, 45 years. I need to say less. Let me just enjoy what I've built, and I got this wife that I love, and I got kids, and and so I'm just gonna say less. I hope, man, if I didn't host this show, I think I could go the rest of my life without uttering a word, other than in prayer. I really could. I just don't enjoy. Let me say that. Anyway. Say less. I've been such an idiot that, I need to say less, unless guided. Anyway, thank you, Shamika. Let me shut up.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.